With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks and themselves.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks take over. For first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Darnold going to throw right away. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Derek Hall. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a third and very long. On the toss to Charbonnet. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. He'll get... ...17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. A strong run there, and for a team and a coaching staff that says they're consistently striving for a solid running game, they love those plays.
Yeah, that one didn't net them a first down, but isn't it the type of play that you write down on your sheet? That worked pretty well. Make sure you come back to it, especially in a key situation.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to punt this one away. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10.
Their own 31-yard line.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Darnold from the gun. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And Walker has it. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and a couple.
We're outside.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We go outside.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
We go outside.
Here's Darnold. Open man, there's Bobo. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
We go outside.
Now Darnold. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Cooper Kupp laying himself out in the end zone. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5. To throw is Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Yo, lady. Go sack.
Now Darnold wants to change it up. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Darnold. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Able to slither by. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Faking the give. Darnold. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
That'll be caught by Bobo. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
Darnold now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kenneth Walker there to make the grab. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Darnold. He gets this complete to Shaheed.
Here we go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. Loose inside the 30. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 61 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And here we go from L.A. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Stafford back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Got a man, that's Nakua. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
A gain of 17
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stafford from the gun. Who's got it again? And they make the tackle at the 38. A pickup of 17. And the Rams have the first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete. The coverage by Jack Campbell.
180.
Stafford's going to throw once more. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
22. 280.
Stafford throwing again. That's cut beyond the marker. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 22
Offense getting
yards.
set. Here's 1st and 10.
That's another Rams first down.
From the red zone now. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Nevis with a point after. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Rams 7, Lions nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
180.
Goff taking it right to the air. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Block 20.
On 2nd and 10, Goff buys time, rolling right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Rams take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really